Hi guys, it's legendarma TV. It's good to see you again. Today we are going to break down another gold farming method, which is going to be advanced method of making gold in Vindictus in 2022. So episode 6. I hope you will enjoy it and maybe try it out and it will be profitable for you. But before we're going to start, I do ask all of you who's going to watch this video, please do check the conclusion tab because there is going to be very important information and also some thoughts that I have about the current state of the game and whatnot. Thanks so much, and let's get to the guide. Before we start, I would like to remind you all that all the methods from the previous episodes of gold making are still viable. And we will try to focus on more consistent methods like Royal Army raids, or Red Moon energy battles, or leveling, since the other methods are all tied to a lot of RNG. Okay, so since I said that this episode is going to be more advanced, let's first look at our target. So the target today is raw gold, armor essences, and hero boxes. And while the last two are quite optional and serve more like a bonus, it's the raw gold that we are after. This leads us to our destination, which is X Season 3 raids. Garden of Tears Regina, Island Ruins Braham, Temple of the Fallen Moon Lord Glass Gavlin, Radiance, which is Lulamfada, Agony and Despair Eocade, Denizen of the Deep Abomination, The Missing Soul Dullahan, and The Price of Failure A-Side, Iron Fist Arcana, and Distorted Truth Rupakitus. But we're not looking to farm these battles on normal difficulty. We want to farm these on hero difficulty. The only exceptions are A-Side and Rupakitus, since their mechanics are a major waste of time and we want to do this efficiently. So how are we going to approach this efficiently? We will need some prep, and this is why it's an advanced guide. First and foremost, we will need a lot of fatigue. Every battle burns 5% of it, and one boss cycle is going to drain us 30%. So if you're looking to get rid of endlessly stacking fatigue potions or want to utilize the VVIP benefits better, this will be a perfect way to do so. Second of all is the Comrade. A large amount of people who buy Comrades, they usually do it for the cosmetics. And to be quite honest, their value comes only in Red Moon energy. However, approaching this method, having a Comrade, will make the farming process extremely fast and efficient for you. Comrades deal a large amount of damage to the aforementioned bosses and shorten up your clear times immensely. If you have a Comrade for this method, it will make your life so much easier. Third of all is the stats. I recommend to have at least 5400 additional damage plus and some extra attack surplus for this, since hero bosses have way more HPs and more defense, thus decreasing your regular damage. If you have a Comrade, this will be a breeze. If you don't, it might take you a little bit more time to finish every boss, especially Dullahan and Arcana, since their HPs are way higher than X level 90 bosses. So the formula here is very easy. The more stats you have, the faster will be the runs. At number 4 is a pet. Pet gives you an extra core on top in all the destined battles, which increases your chances of acquiring the optional loot, that is armor essences in hero boxes. If you have chubby pets like Lu or Arcana, it's the best choice since they are immortal. If you want a more cheap version for this, I suggest getting yourself a pet dog. These are immortal as well. Number 5 is Equipment Durability Protection. Every battle you're going to clear, your gear will lose durability, which results in gold fees to repair. In order to significantly decrease the costs, make sure you use 1 or 2 of these during your farming. This will ensure that your durability will decrease 50% slower and thus allow you to avoid losing extra money for repairing. Number 6 is Party Size. So, unlike Season 1 and Season 2, our target bosses do scale with party size. Unless you have a strong friend to counter the HP boost scaling, I 100% recommend to do this solo. The difference in HP between solo and 2-player is so huge it really is not worth it, and in almost any case will make the clear time way longer. Now, number 7 is the pet effects. So if we open the pet window right over here, you will see the pet effects that you have. There are 2 effects that will speed your clear times. First of all is demolishing footsteps, right over here. After you destroy a barrel or any object at the start of the battle, it will give you a huge boost of movement speed, so you can reach to the cutscenes faster. This will especially be very useful in the battles like Lu and Eocade, because you have to run a little bit there. And also, Deadly Weapon. Deadly Weapon will increase your critical damage by an additional 7%, so you'll be able to deal even more damage and finish the battle faster. That's it. These 2 bonus pet effects will be quite useful. And lastly, finally, is the multi-process button. So if we just choose any of the battles, let's say just the Missing Soul, right? Depart Solo, we choose Hero, and if you have it ticked, the multi-process, this one, untick it. This will ensure that you will load way faster between the battle restarts, and in the grand scheme of things, it will save you a ton of time in exchange of just a little bit of lag, which won't be noticeable. Now, obviously, these are all optional, okay? But the more of these preps you have, the faster and more efficient your farming will be. So, with all that being set up, let's start farming. So we're in, and first thing you want to do is break a barrel in front of you, so you can gain the move speed boost, so you can rush into the boss room, get to the cutscene. After that, you just go in and smack the heck out of the boss until it dies. Simple as that. I also want to show you how good Comrade is in these fights. I have her kinda out, so let's just let her bonk the boss by herself and just watch the bars melt. Pair this up with your damage dealing, and result is actually quite amazing. So boss is dying. Let's finish him off. Boom. The boss is dead. What do we get? We get loot. Mostly it's garbage and shards that are garbage too. However, if you look at the battle clear screen, you will notice that we just made around 40,000 gold right over here. Raw gold by just literally almost no effort. Now let's do a quick math. 40,000 times 6 is 240,000 gold raw per boss cycle. And on top of that, every armor essence that we will be lucky to drop is also a bank boost. How so, you may ask? See, the armor essence, whenever you dismantle it by right-clicking on it, gives us sealed power fragments. Right here. If we look at the market, one fragment is between 30 to 40,000 gold. But every essence we dismantle, we get 25 of these. So let's say it's 30k, okay? We multiply that by 25, that's a 750,000 gold per one armor essence. Let's say in 6 runs we get 1 essence. That's 250,000 raw gold from killing and an extra 750,000 from the essence, which equals to 1 million gold per boss cycle. Of course you can drop more than 1 armor essence, so the bank will just keep on boosting. So you may ask, why does it work? It's because first it's raw gold, obviously, right? 2. Sealed power fragments are used on daily basis for gear perks, accessory enhancements, and gear synthesis. And also, on top of all of that, a hero box that you will gain, that you will have a chance to drop, it can give you an extra departure license that you can either spend to farm more of these bosses in this method, or do more endgame bosses for extra chances at loot daily. On top of all that, you can also throw all the shards and garbage loot in the campfire, like the Bracha nails, in Kolhan, and create an explosion that will give an extra boost of gold, or super explosion, which happens rarely, for a whooping 5 million gold bonus. So, what do we get at the end of all this? Let's say we didn't drop a single armor essence through our train, which is very unlikely. I've done this route so many times, I would get at least one essence, at least one. 8 bosses on hero will get us 2 million gold raw by just killing them. In about 90% chance we'll have a hero box from each boss, which has roughly a 10% chance of dropping a departure license, which is an instant win as well. And every essence we acquire and dismantle will be able to sell for roughly 750,000 gold. Not bad, right? Yes, it's time consuming. For myself, a full cycle of all the bosses would take a little bit more than an hour. So for less geared people, it's probably going to take around 2 hours. And yes, you will need some prep for it, but at the end of the day, I think this method is very consistent and very profitable. And that's it for today, covering episode 6 for gold making in Vindictus in 2022. I hope this guide will be helpful for you guys. You're going to try it out, and you will profit from it. So, why did I ask all of you to come to the conclusion tab? Is because many of you probably already know that my good friend and a content creator for Vindictus, which is Tilly4, has pretty much quit the game and making the content for it. He made a video about how Vindictus is actually a good game, but Nexon is bad and it's a villain. I want to say that I 100% agree with everything that he had to say in that video. He has my 100% support on that. I feel the same way, and I just would like to add that really the way official Vindictus Discord is run, it's
garbage.
I don't really want to swear, but really sometimes it's just all this. It's just the swearing words that come into my mind when I think about the official Vindictus Discord. The promises of looking into the feedback, right, and have the answers for it. Reply to the feedback. There is none. For months, really, people didn't do jack shit for it. The presence of any of the staff is less than 1% pretty much throughout a month. That's another thing. Also, the outfit contest winners, that the outfit that became a freaking copy paste that they chose, they even forgot about that as well. So yeah, that's another one. That's another thing that pisses me off. And really, it really is just the content is stale, the content is dull, the content that they do is just literally a clone, just make another raid boss and then another raid boss, throw in some really meaningless events with meaningless rewards and stuff. It's a shame, it's a huge waste, really. And I just want to say that for myself, that's been making content as well for this game for almost 2 years now, I must say that I'm really tired of this as well. It's not like I'm tired of making content overall. It's just the game doesn't really motivate me to do stuff there anymore. Paired up with like a lot of friends do quit or did quit already, so I have less and less people to play with on NA, and it's a major problem. Nexon doesn't do anything to to improve. They don't listen to the feedback that I provide, that Tilly provides. So his walk off was pretty obvious, and I think it's a good call. So why am I saying all that, right? This is really like all the stuff that I just said is kind of irrelevant. I was thinking about moving on. I want to say that after spending so much time in Vindictus, just looking out how people receive the videos, how how many people are interested actually in the game and stuff, it's very inconsistent. And you guys will probably agree with me. I mean, you would probably be a fool if you wouldn't agree with me. If you would have a chance, if you would have a choice, right, to either leave the stuff that as it is, right, and get nowhere, or maybe take a risk and try something else, to see like how much potential you can actually have, how much more you can give, how much more you can improve, and how far you can go. Which one would you choose? I'm pretty sure a lot of you would choose the latter, right? The last option. And so am I. I would like to take a risk and step down as a Vindictus content creator and move on to Lost Ark. It's a no-brainer. I've been saying that on the streams very often, very frequently, all the time, and there's been a lot of like conversations going on Discord as well. I really am interested in a new game. I'm completely new in Lost Ark, so I have no idea what's there. So, and I'm very excited to try it out and move Twitch and YouTube into the direction of the Lost Ark. What does it mean for the Vindictus content? Obviously, I think I am not gonna like completely quit and shut down on Vindictus content creation, but I will like Tilly, but I will definitely reduce, significantly reduce the amount of content for Vindictus, and we'll just focus and get all my energy into the Lost Ark. So that's the plan. I will also make an announcement on Discord very soon. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so I would like, I just want to try other opportunities and see how far I can go. This is by all means not against any of you guys. I actually do appreciate all of you who stick with me throughout these years. I appreciate all of your support and everything, your comments and all your, warm words and, encouraging words and stuff. But I think it is time to move on and just leave this game behind, even though I do plan to regularly log in and do some stuff here and there. So let's see how it goes. Okay. So there was that. Thanks for watching this conclusion tab, which is probably going to be longer than the whole video. But I'm glad I was able to let you guys know what's on my mind and what do I plan to do. Thank you so much for watching. This was Legendarma TV. Please do subscribe to YouTube channel, join my Discord, and stop by Twitch. I'm gonna dive into the Lost Ark on Tuesday once it gets launched to see how this game is, and I hope you guys are pretty excited and hyped for the game as well. So maybe we'll see you. I will see you there on Tuesday. It will be my pleasure. Please be safe. I love you all 3,000, and I see you very, very soon.